These people are dangerous. They will threaten your children. I don't care who's responsible for it. It only came from that group of people. No matter which way you turn it, Uni is a part of them. They all have a common hatred of Katie. I don't play with mentally ill people. That is what that group is.
Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are having an amazing week so far. I do apologize about being AWOL for nearly a week. I'm just trying to manage a schedule now that I'm looking after our grandbaby at least 3-4 times a week, and I think I have things down. That's where I've been. But in today's video, so much is going on and there is so much to talk about. In particular, it seems as though someone's feelings are hurt because they tried to cancel a certain person, but unfortunately that certain person actually cancelled himself. So in today's video we will be talking about nonsense on the web, Rebecca, Becky, the Queen of Moral Authority, whatever floats about. Before that, my usual disclaimer: please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. When all this BS started going down about a week ago, when Becky decided that unirock was of no use to her anymore, or no use in general anymore. And the most hilarious part of this is that a day prior to Becky starting to cancel unirock, or trying to cancel unirock, and huge disclaimer, by no means am I coming to the defense of unirock. What she did was absolutely unacceptable. But like I said, I'm going to do a whole separate video about this. But a day before she tried to start cancelling him, he was actually singing her praises. But like I said, that is a whole separate video. But as you saw from the clip in the beginning, Becky has been called out for her bullshit. It's okay to be now going around calling people or diagnosing people as being mentally ill and dangerous because she can't seem to stand the heat in the kitchen. So if you can't stand the heat in the kitchen, why not just burn the whole kitchen down, right? Listen to this clip and then I'll give my opinion.
These extreme antis that people are giving life to, that have been doing nothing but harass me, go after me, attack me, lie on me, because they had it in their heads that I was Katie Joy, because I used a voice changer and was anonymous, until one of their very own, who is Penelope, who has currently been on Steve's panel doing shows with Steve, doxed the fuck out of me and threatened my kids. That was months ago. I've had it up to here with the bullshit from all of them. I have nothing to do with these people. They are not a factor in anything we talk about. All they've done is lie about people setting Letitia up, framing Letitia. You guys have seen that with your own two eyes. I'm fucking fed up with the bullshit. I'm sick and tired of these people. I'm sick and tired of anybody thinking that these people are okay. First and foremost, they're blocked over here for a reason. Steve, EKC, Vada, none of those people matter to me. Penelope, all of them need to stay the fuck away from me, the furthest across the internet that you ever can. Because first of all, I don't take threats lightly to my children. The first person who did it was Penelope. You've seen the emails, you've seen it. We've gone through all of it. I'm not playing games anymore. I warned you one time. Now the games are up. I've had it with all of the bullshit. Either it stops or I will be doing something about it. That's it. That's all on her. I've had it. I don't know who is responsible for these new set of emails, but I don't give a shit.
Now, when you're talking about people threatening your children and saying that there are emails to prove it, firstly, can I see the emails of Penelope threatening people's kids? Because if that is true, then that is an absolute no-no. Secondly, Becky, why are you playing games with people that are threatening your kids? Still giving them a second chance? Oh, hell no. She also states that she is not worried about the new emails, but later states that she handed them over to the authorities.
Because that person that they're trying to threaten us with and say that it could be her, or she could be resurrected, that Nat, is a part of the antis. If you noticed in EKC's folder, she's got a whole Natalie folder. Nat was one of these people that they all used for their wrongdoings. She is mentally ill, extremely mentally ill. And if you see a history, you will see that they love to associate themselves with people who are mentally ill. And then they use these people who are mentally ill, who will do insane things such as Vada, to spread all of these narratives that they don't give a shit about. They know they're not real. They know they're lying, but these people will do it because they want to belong. They want to feel like there's something.
Get your facts right, Becky, because if you go back and watch Katie Joy's video, she admitted that she did have interaction with Nat. Even if it was once, that was one too many times. And talk about mentally ill. Why don't you talk about when Kay Baxter platformed Nat? That is so mentally ill that Kaja even said that she felt sorry for her. In the same stream, Katie Joy couldn't remember if Steve sexually harassed her or just made her feel uncomfortable. So Katie Joy, the same one you are going years back to call people out for, but you don't want to call Katie Joy out. How many folders do you think Katie Joy has on other people like EKC, Steve, Tina, and the list goes on? You're all about facts and the truth. Focus on the facts and the truth. You state that Vader is mentally ill. That's a bold statement to make, especially without having proof. And so she has been used to spread all these narratives that are not real, because she just wants a sense of belonging. Really? Can you just not debunk whatever Vader puts out about you, but instead, in turn, you will try to humiliate her or try to embarrass her because you are Miss Perfect, the one that only goes off the truth and facts.
These people are fucking dangerous. They will threaten your children. I don't care who's responsible for it. It only came from that group of people. No matter which way you turn it, Uni is a part of them. They all have a common hatred of Katie or a use of Katie. I'm sorry, I want nothing to do with you. I don't play with mentally ill people. That is what that group is.
Why wouldn't you care who is responsible for it? That's weird to me. You know for a fact that it came from that group of people. No matter which way you turn it. What do you mean, which way you turn it? Nobody should be turning anything. You should be showing us the facts so these people can be held accountable. Miss Queen of Moral Authority. Now the unirock is of no use to you or Katie Joy. So now you deem him to be one of the extremists. So let me get this right. EKC, Vader, Steve, Penelope, and now Uni are all the extremists who are mentally ill. On the other hand, I don't think that the anti-community is willing to accept Uni. Just saying.
You ain't gonna threaten me with a mentally ill person across the pond? You ain't gonna try to play games with me and put me in the middle of your shit? Nope, not happening. You are non-factors in anything. You're not a factor in this situation with Uni. You got a letter that you outed. Woo! Yay, big deal. Okay, moving on.
EKC will always be a factor, boo, because you just cannot seem to keep her out your mouth. Whatever EKC did, you, me, or anybody could have done the same thing. Me personally, too busy. But you didn't do it because you were too busy going live daily for hours trying to discredit people like EKC while she was grinding away, getting the truth, something you claim to pride yourself off of, while she was putting in the work and getting the results, and now you can't handle it. As you will later hear, EKC had help from Molly, because Molly is the one that got the connections. As this idiot, Becky says, she just cannot give credit where credit is due. Even if you don't like somebody, it's okay to give them credit when they've done something of value.
That's it. That's all. You guys allow them into your spaces and give them energy. I'm telling you right now, be prepared. Do not get in the DMs with them if you're listening to me. There's reasons for the warnings that we've been given.
So you were given a warning about EKC, Steve, and others, but you were never warned about Uni? I find that strange. So it took you 10 or more months, and after his help with getting rid of the person, and we're talking about Molly, for you and Katie Joy, you decided to go back 3 years and do your research on Uni. But what I find suspicious is that you just always landed on the right content that happened to have involved Steve, Katie Joy, all these people that Katie Joy dislike. How lucky are you, Becky?
Uni is on his own. His behavior is a whole nother thing. But this group of people were all once a group of people. They play with mentally ill people to do their wrongdoings. That Natalie Kennett has a name through everybody. She has done horrible things to high-powered attorneys.
Why would you bring up Nat? Where did you get all this from? You're digging up things from way back, years ago. You seem to be summoning Nat. And she did do some truly fucked up shit to a lot of people. People like Nat, you just ignore them. When they reach out to you, you ignore them. To which Nat has reached out to me several times, and I didn't even engage. But you have to bring her up because you got shit to stand on. That's happening now, in the present time.
That's not a joke. These people have no boundaries.
You want to talk about boundaries, Becky? Maybe you should learn some before you want to talk about boundaries.
You are non-factors in anything. You're not a factor in this situation with Uni. You got a letter that you outed. Woo! Yay, big deal. Okay, moving on.
It is a huge deal, Becky. Give credit where credit is due. I am sure it put Queen Bee at ease because Uni really put her in a shitty situation. And in my opinion, was because he felt that he could get Queen Bee to be his ally. What did you try to do to get her some sort of peace of mind? All you could do was go after Uni, calling him out. From what I saw, it did nothing for her. What are the reasons for the warnings you have been given? So, by EKC going out, getting a response from JLR, whoever he is, I don't know who he is, I've heard about him, do not know who he is, still doing my research. She did something good. That gave Queen Bee peace of mind. And it exposed Uni for the piece of shit that he is, the liar that he is. Finally, he brought himself down. This is what you call, like I used to say, Molly burnt a whole channel down on her own. No, Unirock did that. This is the facts. He did that on his own. So like I always say, I only know Steve Aaron from reporting on Katie Joy and calling out her bullshit. I know a lot of you have issues with EKC and what she did on Lil Red's channel. 100% respect how you feel about that. In regard to Steve, he did reach out to me, but I did my own research. Before I spoke to Steve, I needed to do that for myself. Until this day, I stand on how I feel towards Steve and what Katie Joy and how she falsely accused him of sexual harassment. Because once again, look how Becky bitched about how people are doxing her husband or her boyfriend's business. Isn't that public record? If you own a business, isn't that for everybody? So how the fuck do people dox his business? Now, again, when it comes to EKC and Steve, EKC has done the work. She got the truth. Something Becky couldn't do.
She used her connection to Molly and JLR to get the letter from JLR. We can't discount Molly's involved in this whole thing too. Like, EKC has been one of her mouthpieces all along. The crossover is fucking crazy.
Steve, when he was falsely accused and still has that stain on his name.
That's it. That's all. You guys allow them into your spaces and give them energy. I'm telling you right now, be prepared. Do not get in the DMs with them if you're listening to me. There's reasons for the warnings that we've been given. Uni is on his own. His behavior is a whole nother thing. But this group of people were all once a group of people. They play with mentally ill people to do their wrongdoings. That Natalie Kennett has a name through everybody. She has done horrible things to high-powered attorneys. That's not a joke. These people have no boundaries. They interject themselves in court cases. They don't have any bounds. They will fuck with people's kids, their families. They don't care. We're not going to continue to talk about the emails. I turned it over to law enforcement and I'm handling business like an adult.
There you go. As I said too, she later admits that she handed over the email to law enforcement and she's handling things like an adult.
You want to fuck with me? Let's play games. You will not get to sit here and distract everybody with the chaos and the threats and the nonsense to get away with your bullshit. Guess who we're not talking about? Molly. Guess who has ran EKC for the last 10 fucking months? Molly. Guess who has ran their fake narratives? Molly.
You need to let it go, Becky, for your own sanity. Between your obsession with EKC and Molly, you're gonna lose it.
I'm tired.
You need a break. I mean this sincerely. From the daily hours of your lives that you do, discrediting people, working yourself up, you need a time out for your own mental health, because if you are not 100% okay, you cannot be 100% okay for your kids, for your man, for whoever else needs you.
I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with you sick feet fucks.
Say what?
I'm done with you sick feet fucks.
One more time?
I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with you sick feet fucks.
What was she going to say? If somebody has an idea, please let me know.
Stay the hell away from me. Stay the hell away from my people. There will be no talking about any of them. They're wannabes. They're has-beens. They're never had. They all come from extreme groups, either the anti-vaxxers or the vaxxers or the conspiracy theorist groups. They have all been a part of this shit for years. They are bored motherfuckers who have nothing better to do with their lives because they are nobodies. All right?
Where have you come from, Becky? Because rumors on the street that you are none the better. But when I do get clarity, I will inform you guys, because I do not like spreading rumors.
And you have touted yourself as this mental health professional. Thank God you're not. Thank God you're not, for everybody on the internet. But let me tell you, you do have a code of ethics that you should be following. That's not on me. That's on you. Don't play games over here. The emails are nothing but a distraction. There's been more emails. They're stupid. They try to point blame this way, that way. All of them get riled up. Oh my God, they're going to resurrect a troll. You know what? You haven't resurrected anything yet. Let's resurrect your demons. If you want to do that, I think it's about time you all are seen for who you are. You want to resurrect demons? Let's resurrect all of them. Because some of you are dirty, 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 and have a long history of being dirty, dirty, dirty. This is all a distraction. Uni's responsible for Uni's behavior. Letitia wasn't set up or framed. EKC is still as irrelevant today as she was fucking a year ago when I didn't know who she was. That is still sitting on a fucking toilet, shitting on graves. Steve's still trying to get in every young girl's DM because he wants to have a sex cult. I mean, come on. Uni's still playing his stupid games of, I didn't lie, even though I lie about not lying. I mean, come on, people.
And yet, once again, you making EKC relevant, but insist she's a non-factor. Does that make you feel any better? Do you feel that you are this popular, well-liked, accepted person, still cannot come up with anything else, that Vader is this grave shitter? Does it truly make yourself feel better about yourself by bringing somebody else down? Still can't tell the true story. And I give props to Vader for actually starting a YouTube channel, which is no easy task, and it takes a lot of guts. Something, Becky, you didn't even have at the beginning, because remember, you will try to be anonymous. All I gotta say is, good job, Vader. Keep doing what you're doing. They can't debunk what you put out about them, so they'd rather insult you. You're definitely doing something right.
You've got a bunch of mentally ill people who are mentally ill that hate each other because they've all exposed each other. But they can't get over the fact that they've all exposed their own asses and somebody else is to blame for it, so they just continue to do this. That's it. That's all.
Did that make sense to anybody?
I'm sick of it. You ain't going to run me. Anyway, not one of you. You're a Tuesday morning. I see you for what you are. Why do you think they played with Erica? Why do you think they entertained her? Who do you think helped her get her RO on KJ? Steve.
So does this mean that Becky is actually confirming and validating that Erica did have a restraining order on KJ? Also, didn't she have a relationship? Wasn't she friendly with Erica, if I'm not mistaken?
Why do you think they entertained that? Because she's not stable. She doesn't make rash decisions for herself. Therefore, that's an easy target for them to use for their manipulation. They're all manipulative. They all run very high control groups around them because either you think just like them or you're not one of them.
So here's a treat for you guys, because Becky has actually announced another one of the members of the anti-extremist, and drum roll please, moderate extremist. So congratulations, moderate extremist, for being named as one of the anti-extremist.
I'll go back 2-3 streams and I can just pick out inconsistent.
To my understanding, this gentleman's name is moderate extremist, who was one of his mods. He is a part of the extremes, from my understanding.
In summing everything up, nobody, from what I can remember, used Nat for anything. Becky, you made very disturbing claims about Vader, EKC, Steve, and Penelope being unstable and mentally ill, and then being used to push certain narratives, and also that they are so dangerous. You are nothing but an imbecile, because who wants to play games with people who threaten your kids? Are you for real? When it comes to your kids, nobody should be given a second, third, or fourth chance. And for months, you are saying how irrelevant these people are and that EKC is a non-factor. But you're the one that's constantly, every day, making EKC a factor and making it relevant. And side note, congratulations EKC on the success of your channel. Well done. Keep up the good work. Well deserved. And hard work really does pay off, from what I see. And when it comes to Steve, no man deserves to be falsely accused the way you were, Steve. Falsely accused by Katie Joy. Vader, you keep doing what you're doing, boo. Whether it be from your bathroom or you using the toilet and recording, I'm not judging. Because if people were so bothered where you are recording from, maybe they should rather debunk the information you put out about them. But it is clear they cannot, and it must be true what you are reporting, because they claim it to be false. And what do bullies do when they cannot prove a lie? They use distraction. Yet, might I also add, you are a pleasant distraction. My suggestion to Becky, take a break. Your mental health is so much more important than your hatred for EKC, Molly, Vader, or anyone else. And besides that, your kids need you, your man needs you, and that is so much more important. So you guys, thank you so much for your time, for listening. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Please have a wonderful rest of your week. Be safe out there, be kind to one another, and don't forget, make good memories. Bye guys.